All right. So we're back. By the title, if you couldn't tell, we're finishing our rocket campaign. So on this previous Friday, we started a rocket campaign with Rise of Red Skull. So we're just going to try and finish it today. At least do our best. We can get through 2 scenarios at least. So we're going to get everything set up. Shuffle in these cards. And I'll go through all the campaign upgrades we had from last time in case you missed it, or if you want to go back and watch it, it'll be up on the live part of my channel, which you can check out. Here. All right. So we are on the 3rd scenario of the Rise of Red Skull box. Is in here. So we have Taskmaster. Get him out. Let's check the campaign rules to see what else we needed to add for it. Let's see. So victory. Oh yeah, so victory of last time, we got to choose an upgrade. We have this one. When you use it once, it's gone. We didn't use it against Absorbing Man. We're going to try and keep it until Red Skull, but we'll see. Put that to the side. We chose this upgrade. It gives us +1 hit point and gives us +1 attack. Hi, Spider Bro. I'm lurking because I'm cooking. Nice. Well, I'm glad to have you. Thanks for stopping by. Hope your meal's going well. And I think that was the only victory here. Yeah, choose a condition. And we record our identity, which I have written down, so I'll pull that up in a second. It was pretty low, though. So setup, each player searches their deck for all cards of the setup. Shuffle each experimental attachment, which we only have 2. Expert campaign, set your hit points remaining from the last time. Each player may add 1 random obligation from their expert campaign set to their deck to heal their identity to its full hit point value. Yeah, and that's it. So otherwise, we'll just finish getting set up here. What modular sets come with Taskmaster? Taskmaster, Hydra Patrol, and Weapon Master. Okay. We'll grab these out. Hydra Patrol, Weapon Master. Put this away. Do an expert. We'll put him down. Let me check. I wrote it down on my phone what our hit point value was. And we'll see if we want to heal up to full or not. 1 second. Sorry, I'm getting it pulled up. Where's our health? Okay, yeah, I think we were at 2 health. We were really low. So not great, but we're going to have to start there. Okay. We can choose to add an obligation. The only other card we're adding into our deck, because we can technically deck build in between scenarios, we're just adding in Lock and Load. Player side scheme comes in with 2 threat. When defeated, each player may search their deck and discard pile for a weapon upgrade with the cost of 3 or less and put it into play. I don't know why I didn't think of it before. Seems like a no-brainer with Rocket because we can get his 3 cost upgrades for free by just thwarting, and that's pretty good. We have Rocket's deck. We're at 2 health. I think we need to heal. So let's look at the obligation cards we could throw in. Because when we flip up with Taskmaster, he does damage to us. So at 2 health, we could just die. And we can recover 3, but we could still take 3 damage, and then we're back to 2. So there's a lot of obligations. I think we get to choose, right? Oh, 1 random obligation. Ooh, okay. How bad are these though? Exhaust, spend a mental, reduced hand size. So they're all just alter ego action obligations. I guess these come into your hand. We're gonna try and not do this. I think we're just gonna recover. These seem pretty bad, and I really don't want to draw into one of these. So we're gonna run it. All right. I believe Hydra Patrol starts in play. Otherwise, we'll take out the minions or the allies. We got our standard 3 set plus expert and our obligation. Let's give these a good shuffle. Set each captive ally aside, out of play, search the encounter deck for Hydra Patrol, put it into play. Yeah, okay. I mean, did we throw in? Yeah, we threw in the other 2 cards. Cool. We'll have to recover this turn, which is unfortunate because we also need to thwart. There is a chance we just stay down turn 1 and don't flip up. But that could also be bad. I think main thing is we like have to get an ally out turn 1. The real problem is if we get an encounter card turn 1 where he double attacks, because Rocket's already so squishy. It'd be unfortunate. But the threat threshold is like 12 on this scenario, I believe. So we got a little bit of room. Right. Give that a good shuffle. Okay. Set this up here. We'll just set our allies up here and we'll shuffle it whenever we go to actually get one. Hydra Patrol. All right, this comes in with 1 threat. Deal each player 1 face down encounter card. We'll put that up here. This comes in with 2. These cards we'll just leave over to the side. We do get +1 hit point because of our upgrade, so we will go up to 3, which is something. Then we'll give our deck a good shuffle. And we're off. I think honestly, Zola might be the hardest scenario for us to take down because all the toughs. We're decent with handling minions, but we'll see. Maybe it won't be as hard as I think. Yeah, air cover is just so fun. I mean, that's pretty much the whole reason why I built this deck and wanted to play this. Our upgrade gives us +1 hit point and we get +1 attack. So we're starting with 2 attack. And then if we upgrade it, we get to, I believe when we knock out a minion, we draw a card. Let me see. I think we do actually need to. So victory. Where is it here? Yeah. 1 or more ally, we get to keep those. Maybe it's the next one. Okay, it's after the next scenario we get to upgrade it. So, won't help us for a bit. All right, I think we're all set up. I'll just put this under Rocket. We get +1 hit point, +1 attack. We have this one over here, which we can still use, but we're going to try not to. And we're going to draw up to 6. Right. We got team building, coup de grace, salvage, so a double, battery pack, another coup de grace, and air cover. We definitely want to keep air cover because we do thwart this scheme. We'll get a minion, which means we can instantly get like a suppressing fire, which would be nice. In theory, we could use a double for this to just defeat the minion. We search the deck. So I think we might combo these actually. Because we could search for the one that gives us an encounter card, but then we can use this to just defeat it and ignore the encounter card. Then I think we'll just mulligan these 3. Really hoping for an ally. Another double. Our pistol. And reload. Okay. So I guess we should have mulliganed harder. I don't think we can flip up at all because we would just be taking the hits to the face. All right, let me set his hit points to 16. Main scheme only starts at 1, so we're just going to leave it. We'll go ahead and throw out reload for air cover. Comes in with 2 counters. When a minion enters play, we can exhaust it to search for an upgrade. Yeah, it's kind of awkward. We'll just throw out a double for Rocket's Pistol, even though we won't be using it. Comes in with 3 counters. We're going to recover for 3. We're back up to 6. And we're just going to pass. We're going to hold on to these 2. We'll draw back up. We got Angela, Suppressing Fire, Full Body Charge, and another Suppressing Fire. Okay. So main scheme is going to go to 2. This has a forced response, but it's for each player in hero mode, so we don't need to do that. Taskmaster is going to scheme for 1, 2. 1 boost, 3. Not bad. So this goes to 5. Then we'll deal ourselves a second encounter card. Let's see what we got. First one is Under Fire. That's awful. Okay, so we get 2 more. Obligation. So we can discard the highest cost upgrade we control, or we can exhaust ourselves. I actually think we're going to discard the highest cost upgrade. It's only a 1, but I don't think we want to be exhausted. And we just discard this. Yeah, so it's still in the discard. Still in the encounter deck, or it will be. Weapon Master. Unrevealed Alter Ego. The villain schemes. If they have a weapon attachment, this gains Surge. No weapon attachment. So he's going to scheme for 1, 2, 3, 4. That puts this up to 9. Getting a little scary. Last encounter card is Captured by Hydra. Okay. We have a lot of thwarting to do. Don't know if we can do it all. We'll try our best here. This would be great to clear, because then we can get an ally, but it costs to thwart for 5, and we have a crisis, and the main scheme's at 9. So I don't think we can afford to recover. We have Suppressing Fire though, so we'll just flip up. When we flip up, hero response, after player changes to hero form, they discard the top card of the encounter deck and take damage equal to the number of boost icons on that card. So we'll take 2 damage. Could be worse. Then what do we want to do? We can thwart for 2, and that's really it. So we probably clear Hydra Patrol. We get a minion. We fire air cover. We can play Angela as well, just for a block. With suppressing, or with air cover, what do we get? We already have Suppressing Fire. Yeah, all right. So we'll thwart for 2. We'll clear Hydra Patrol. When defeated, each player searches the encounter deck and discard pile for a Hydra minion, and we put it into play. But we're going to find one of the ones we don't want to see later. Like this guy. Guard. When defeated, deal the engaged player an encounter card. So we're going to ignore that with Coup de Grace, which is pretty good. Give this a shuffle. Comes in with 4 health. We will attach Suppressing Fire. Then we'll use Salvage for Coup de Grace. Salvage says response. After you spend this card, put a tech upgrade from your discard pile on top of your deck. So we're going to put our pistol back on top of our deck. Or do we have any of the better ones? No, it's just the battery pack. Coup de Grace says, hero action attack. Defeat a non-elite minion with an upgrade attached. Ignore any when defeated abilities on that minion. So we'll just defeat him. We ignore the when defeated, and Suppressing Fire says, interrupt when you attack and defeat attached minion, heal 2 damage. So we'll heal 2. We're back up to 6. Yeah, I guess we didn't even need the air cover. We'll play Angela. So when she enters play, we look at the top 10 cards of the encounter deck, and we grab a minion from there. We have to put it into play in order to play her. There's only one. He's got 3 health. We'll shuffle these back. Now we can fire air cover again, though, which is nice. We might be taking some damage. We still could lose if we get double attacked. Just how it is, unfortunately, because we can't take out the Hydra Hunter. We could also lose if he gets a scheme. And there's like 3 more cards in here, I think, that have scheme. Yeah, we can... Do we want to fire air cover? I'm going to take a look what else is in our deck we could grab. Grab marked, doesn't help us. Another suppressing fire. Yeah, that's all we have. So we're not going to bother grabbing anything. We just got to run it. So she has 3 health. She can attack for 2. Really unfortunate we can't take her out. We'll attach suppressing fire. We'll throw out full body charge. We'll attack for 2 because she can't thwart. He's down to 1. Then we'll just pass. All right, we'll draw up to 5. We got full body charge, Groot looking for trouble, thruster boots, and Mart. This will be probably a great hand if we can survive this. So this goes up to 5. After resolving step 1 of the villain phase, each player in hero form must choose to either place 1 threat or take 1 damage. There is insight, I'm pretty sure, so we'll take 1 damage. We got to risk it. Then he's going to attack for 2. We'll block with Angela. 1, 2, 1 boost, 3 damage. He is knocked out. Hydra Hunter is going to hit us for 2. We're down to 3. 1 encounter card. Oh, this should have gone up 1 more, actually. This will be at 11 because of the acceleration. And he's going to scheme. Okay. No, that was terrible. We have no way to cancel that. So he's going to scheme for 1, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't matter. We'll quickly run that back. I think we can do this without giving ourselves an obligation. To be honest, I think our mulligan was just a little bit rough. We probably should have mulliganed a lot harder and not try to do the coup de grace line. But we'll know for this time. All right, that was a terrible loss. But we're gonna run it back. Oh, let me get Hydra Patrol out. There you are. Shuffle these back in. Okay. Yeah, if we think we can get a slightly better setup, we can flip up turn 1. Also, I mean, under fire turn 1 is just brutal. Not much we can do about that. Give this a quick shuffle and we'll jump right back into it. We'll flip down. So we were at 2 health, but because of our upgrade, we're at 3. Oh, we're already at 3. Perfect. He's at 16. We'll move this back down to 1. And then deal each player a face down encounter card. So this is at 2. Let me give this another quick shuffle, just in case. Hello, watching from a vehicle, so data may be a bit choppy. Oh, what's up, RDS? Hopefully you're not driving, at least. And if you are and you're just listening, I'll try and explain everything that's going on clearly. Okay. Deal ourselves an encounter card. Give this another shuffle. You hopped it just in time, though. You just missed brutal defeat of under fire turn 1. Couldn't come back from it. Starting at 3 health, we threaded out. We had 2 schemes in 2 turns as well, which is rough. But it's okay. We're going to come back stronger. All right, let's do our mulligan. We'll draw up to 6. Coup de grace again. Battery pack. We got a double, Drax, reload, and marked. So I think we keep the double and Drax, and we throw everything else out. That sounds about right. We'll draw into I've Got a Plan. That's pretty good for thwarting. We could potentially keep that for next turn if we decide to stay down again. Salvage, another double. Team building exercise. We could play that and then use a double in that to get Drax. Ooh, or skeleton. That'll also give us +3 hit points. Only problem is we flip up. We can't just flip up. We have to recover, because if we flip a 3 boost, we just die instantly. Obviously, we don't want. So we're going to recover for 3. We have to. I think... Do we stay down again? Well, we can use a double for cybernetic skeleton. So we get +3 hit points. Yeah, we're up to 9. I think we can flip up this turn. We want to get through the encounter card and then we'll try and flip down next turn probably. Can call me Art if it's easier. Okay, will do. YouTube made me pick a unique username, which was pretty annoying. Oh yeah, I gotcha. And we get +1 attack. So we're at 3 attack now, technically. Then, yeah, I think we will flip up. So we'll response after a player changes to hero form. They discard the top card of the encounter deck. Take damage equal to the number of boost cards. So 2 boost cards will take 2 damage. We're down to 7. We can still take a hit. We'll do salvage for... Oh, that means we can't get Drax. No, we have to get Drax. Drax is a priority. We'll do salvage, and I've got a plan. Where do we save? I've got a plan. I think we might save it. That way we can thwart, clear it, ready, and then thwart, clear the main scheme before we flip down. So we'll do salvage and team building. Salvage response, after you spend a tech upgrade. After you spend this card, put a tech upgrade from your discard pile on top of your deck. There's actually none we want. So we're just going to spend these 2. We'll put Drax into play. 4 health. We don't want to thwart for 1 because we get to thwart for 2 with Rocket. It seems like a waste, so we're just going to attack for 3. And that's it. We'll pass. We'll draw up. We're going to hold on to I've got a plan. We got Particle Cannon, Psylocke. That's great. We could get a Confuse, Full Body Charge, and Rocket Launcher. A lot of expensive cards, but we'll figure it out. Put this there. Okay, main scheme goes to 2. We have to choose to either take a damage or add a threat. We're going to add a threat because we should be able to clear it all. Then he's attacking for 2. We're at 7 health. We're just going to take it. 1, 2. 1 boost, 3 damage. So we go down to 4. Second encounter card. So first one is captured by Hydra, just like last time. That's good. If we can clear this, we could get an ally. So when revealed, we place 1 random set aside captive ally face down. When the scheme is defeated, we take the ally into our hand and we remove this from the game. I'm not going to put an ally under it. We'll just draw 1 at random when we defeat it. Second one is attached to the villain. They get +1 attack, +1 scheme. We have to spend 1 of every resource to get rid of it. That's a bit unfortunate. Honestly, if we had these encounter cards last game, we would have been in a lot better spot. But I think we can't do Psylocke and I've got a plan. So I've got a plan. We can thwart for 2. Use I've got a plan. We'll have +1 thwart. We can clear the main scheme. But we won't have a confuse. If we do that, we're down 2 cards. We can, in theory, flip down and tinker our cybernetic skeleton. That'll make us lose 3 hit points, but then we could pay for Psylocke and she could confuse him. That doesn't seem like an amazing plan, to be honest. We could just pay 4 for Psylocke. Then she can attack and confuse him. We're still not really handling any threat. Oh, these are all too expensive. These are all too expensive. If we pay for this, we don't have an energy, so we can't clear the attachment either. Wasn't last time a bunch of sequential attacks? That was pretty unlucky. Yeah, well, Absorbing Man, yeah, it was a big attack and indirect damage, and then we had an encounter card that was basically just said take 4 indirect damage, and we had 3 health and no allies, so we had to call it. This last time we just got out schemed plus under fire. Man, I don't know what the correct choice is here. We could also clear Hydra Patrol and play Rocket Launcher or Particle Cannon. And then we can blow up the minion, do some overkill, draw a card. And then we could try and stay up 1 more turn and block with Drax. If we play Particle Cannon, that's what, 3 for it. We hold on to Psylocke till next turn. Or we pay 3 for it. When we draw a card, we use I've got a plan. But I think we'd have to do that in response. Yeah, so we can't do that. So I think we will do... Let's thwart first. We're going to thwart for 2. We'll clear Hydra Patrol. This says... Oh, hold on, I didn't even think about this. If we thwart for 2 off captured of Hydra, then we could do I've got a plan, and we could clear that. and then get an ally, and that might help us even more. Yeah, I think we're gonna try that. We're gonna thwart for 2 from captured by Hydra. Then we'll just throw out full body charge for I've got a plan. When you make a basic thwart, ready rocket, Raccoon, you get +1 thwart until the end of the phase. So we're ready, and we have 3 thwart now. We'll thwart for 3, hearing captured by Hydra. So we remove this from the game, and we get a random ally. So we're just gonna give this a quick shuffle, draw one at random. Boom, we got Moon Knight. Moon Knight is great. We don't have a wild to really capitalize off his ability, though. That's fine. He could clear Hydra Patrol, but then we don't have a way to take out the minion, so we don't want to do that yet, probably. I think we will just play Moon Knight. We'll just... We don't have enough for anything else. Unless we flip down and Tinker, again, we could play Psylocke and confuse him. But it doesn't seem like the best plan. But we will... If we clear this, we get a minion. Although we could get a really low minion. We're going to thwart for 2. We'll clear Hydra Patrol. So when defeated, each player searches the encounter deck and discard pile for a Hydra minion, and we put it into play. So there's one that has like Insight. He's probably the easiest to take out. Yeah, 2 health. Hydra regular. We're going to grab him. And we can't kill him this turn, but we'll hold on. We'll get him next turn. He's attacking for 2. We have Drax and Moon Knight. They can take a hit for us if we really need to. I think we should be fine. I don't know that there's a lot of indirect damage in this scenario. We'll find out. We definitely can't hold on to both of these. We'll throw out Rocket Launcher. We'll just hold on to these 2 in hopes we get a double, and we'll just attack for 3 with Drax into Taskmaster. All right, we'll pass. We got Particle Cannon, Psylocke, Bug, Marvel Boy, and Helicarrier. No doubles in sight. We might just have to chuck them all for Psylocke this turn. Main scheme goes to 4. We can either choose to take a damage or add a threat. I think, again, we're going to add a threat. Then Taskmaster's attacking for 3. We'll block with Drax. So 1, 2, 3. 1 boost, 4 damage. He's defeated. Hydra Regular is going to attack for 2. We'll just take it. We're down to 2. 1 encounter card is... When revealed hero, discard the top 5 cards of your deck. If an attack card was discarded this way, Taskmaster attacks you. Okay. The top 5. Bring it. Battery pack. We don't have that many attack events in here. Groot. And lock and load. Okay. Some cards we would have liked, but at least there's no attack events. So we just discard 5. Oh, that doesn't go here. We don't take another attack, and that's it. That's not too bad. So in theory, we just chuck all 4 for Psylocke. So he attacks and confuses him. Me and Moon Knight can both thwart, or I can flip down and recover. I also do have... I have 3 attacks, so I can attack and overkill him. Let's do that first. So we're going to attack. We have 2 attack because of our Cybernetic Skeleton, and then +1 because of the campaign upgrade. So we're attacking for 3. We'll knock out Hydra Regular. Because we did overkill, Rocket's Text kicks in. Draw 1 card. Looking for trouble. We don't want another minion right now. We'll thwart for 2 off the main scheme. It's down to 3. Then we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4 for Psylocke. She comes in with 3 health. 2 psionic counters. We will attack for 1. She does 1 additional damage, so she attacks for 2 essentially, and she will confuse Taskmaster. These are all gone. And we have a particle cannon. We'll flip down, and then we'll just pass. We got nowhere. I've got a plan. That could be really useful. Ooh, Trident Forta, so that'll heal us. Aggressive conditioning. And full body charge. Man, we are not drawing into the doubles we need. How many have we gone through? 2? Yeah, just 2. We should be coming up on them here soon. All right, main scheme goes to 4. We don't have to do this text because we're in alter ego. Taskmaster is confused. 1 encounter card. Attach to Taskmaster. He gets +1 attack and his attacks gain piercing. Exhaust your hero and spend a mental and physical to discard this. All right, might be a while before we discard that. He is attacking for 4 though. A little scary. Okay. We need to recover. He didn't even add that much threat, so immediately we'll recover for 3. Then I think we will play aggressive conditioning. So 1, 2, 3. This gives us +1 attack, so we're actually at 4 attack with Rocket, and we get +3 hit points. We're up to 8. We might stay down one more turn. I think we will. We're just not in a good spot. So we're going to attack again with Psylocke. She'll remove the last counter. She'll do 1 damage and then do another damage and confuse him again. And then we're just going to thwart for 2 with Moon Knight. He is defeated. But he'll bring the scheme down to 2. Then we'll just pass. Do I hold on to these? I think we will. Full body charge again. Rocket's pistol. Suppressing fire. 1 more. Air cover. Okay. All right. Main scheme goes to 3. Taskmaster is confused. 1 encounter card. Alter Ego. Discard top 5 cards of your deck. If a thwart card was discarded this way, Taskmaster schemes. I think we have even less thwart cards, but we'll see. So suppressing fire, Rocket's pistol, Angela. Oh, we would have liked Angela. Coup de Grace, and a double. There was our double. Okay. So again, that's it. Nothing else happens. Pretty whatever turn. We probably won't recover here. Maybe we need to. We have suppressing fire, but we have no minion. We just need to get rid of some of these upgrades. So this needs a physical and mental. We can use these 2. That leaves us with these cards. We could do 3 for Particle Cannon. Or we could do 1 for Rocket's Pistol and 1 for Air Cover. I think I would rather do that. So we're going to spend 1 on Air Cover. Comes with 2 counters, and that can help us get us some suppressing fires later. And we'll spend 1 on Rocket's Pistol. Then we're going to... Yeah, we have to exhaust our hero to do this. So we're just going to flip up. We'll discard the top card of the encounter deck. 2 boosts, so we take 2 damage. We're down to 6. Then we will exhaust our hero, spend a physical and mental, and we'll get rid of this, which gives him +1 attack. He still has another one, but we're hanging in there. All right, we'll draw up to 5. We're about to deck out here soon. Oh! We got Reload, Suppressing Fire, a double. Bring It, and Ingenuity. All right, main scheme goes to 4. We have to choose to add a threat or take a damage. We will add another threat. He's attacking for 3. Psylocke's going to jump in the way. 1, 2, 3. Double boost, 5. It sucks to see those side schemes go. I'd really like to get those out. 1 encounter card is... Ooh, okay. So exhaust your hero. We can flip to Alter Ego, exhaust, remove this from the game, or discard the highest cost upgrade we control. Highest cost upgrade would be our aggressive conditioning. So, wow, this is really bad. I think we're going to have to, this should have 3. We'll flip down. Highest cost upgrade means we're going to lose 3 hit points, but our hand is also kind of trash right now. We can play Ingenuity and we can Tinker to draw 2 more. Highest cost upgrade we control. Or we can just exhaust. I think we're just going to exhaust. We'll remove this from the game. And we should use this last turn. We're just going to Tinker it though. We really need to draw cards. So we'll Tinker by discarding an upgrade, a tech upgrade, and we'll draw 2. Okay, that is going to deck us out, so we get dealt another encounter card. Man, I don't know if we need to take out these full body charges, but we're just not drawing what we need right now. This isn't looking good for us. Maybe it's we're not getting the allies out. Not sure. All right, give this a good shuffle. He's scheming for 3. We probably can't stay down, but we're at 6 health at the same time. If we flip up and he double attacks us, we just lose. And we didn't draw a single ally. We'll spend 2 on Ingenuity. I can generate a resource. Really doesn't help us right now. This hand is terrible. I don't know what to do here. I think we have to stay down. This will go to 6. He schemes for 3. That'll go to 9. If it's a 3 boost, we lose. And if he gets a scheme card, we also lose. Have we seen any? That's technically a scheme. We've barely seen any. Alternatively, we just flip up and defend for 1 and hope for the best. What is the play here? We might have to do our tactical scanner. I don't know. Or we could just risk it, and if we lose, just start again. I hate losing twice in a row. This is brutal. What's Rocket's economy like in his base cards? Must admit, I've never really looked at his cards. So his main gimmick is you flip down and you tinker your tech upgrades and you get to draw 2. That's great and all, but sometimes it can be tough because we want to get those upgrades out. We want to use them, which they have typically 2 to 3 counters, and then we want to tinker them. But to tinker them, we got to flip down. He does have salvaged, which he has 2 doubles in his deck. We were kind of on a dry spell where we weren't drawing them. I think the main problem is we're just not getting the allies we need right now. And like, he doesn't really have like thwart events. I've got a plan, which, I don't have, but you thwart using your basic and then you play that to ready and then you get another thwart stat. So you can thwart for 3. So you can thwart for 2 and then 3, which is like, okay, but you have to be ready to do that. It's kind of unfortunate in our case. Do we risk the double attack or do we risk the double scheme? The question here. Probably, well, we'll throw out Bring It. We'll put in Thruster Boots either way. That gives us +1 thwart. The rest of this we don't need. Or do we rip our tactical scanner? Then we can't use it later. I think, actually we flip up, we take damage. There's a good chance we lose. I think we just stay down. Super unfortunate. We're going to toss out both of these. Don't want them. We'll ready up. Rocket launcher. Rocket's pistol. Air cover. Suppressing fire. And Angela. All right, main scheme goes to 6. He schemes for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, yeah, so that's at 11. 2 encounter cards. Okay, we got this. When revealed, you are confused. Place 1 threat on the main scheme. No, that makes us perfectly lose. That's crazy. Yeah, we're confused. Place 1 threat on the main scheme. I don't know what's happening. We were doing so much better earlier. All right, we'll try it one more time. If we think we're going to fail this time, we're going to rip our tactical scanner. But I would like to save it. Oh, damn, you can't tinker in hero. Psylocke being in your deck seems really good for that then. Yeah, that's why we add her in, but she's also really pricey. We also weren't getting our, like, we didn't get Ingenuity or Helicarrier till the very end of our deck cycle, which I think is just tough. I don't know, maybe the cost curve of our deck is too high. I'm not very good at, like, evaluating that stuff. We would have had another encounter card. Yeah, it would have just been an attachment. So we could have lived if that card didn't add 1 single threat to the main scheme, but I don't know. I think we can do this. Okay. I believe in Rocket. I believe in this deck. Oh, I need to take Moon Knight out of here. Oh, there's so much red. Maybe this just isn't shuffled well. Where you at, Moon Knight? Here you are. Sorry, Art, I'm failing you. We're going to get him this time. Don't worry. All right. Give our deck some extra shuffling this turn. And we're going to mulligan hardcore this time. Maybe we need a better ally to thwart. Who do we have? Drax, Groot, Psylocke, Angela. She doesn't thwart. We have Bug. Moon Knight's back there. This attachment goes back. Throw our obligation back in. And this side scheme. Shuffling up. Okay. Third time's the charm, I believe. Okay. Maybe we will just go through 2 scenarios today. We'll see how long this takes. I got some time though. Okay. So we'll draw up to 6. Oh, we'll deal ourselves an encounter card. Oh, we need Hydra Prison. Whoops. Ooh. There you are. Okay, Hydra Prison, 2 threat. Give ourselves an encounter card. All right, we'll draw up to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we got Ingenuity. Turn 1, that's way better. Reload, Rocket's Pistol. Lock and Load is also huge. Cybernetic Skeleton and another Rocket's Pistol. I think Ingenuity is great. Lock and Load is great, so we can instantly get one of our big weapons, and that can help us deal with any minions. And Cybernetic Skeleton is also great. Keep in mind, we'll start at 3 hit points because we're playing campaign, and Taskmaster will start at 16. And I think we'll just get rid of these 3. Open for a double. Full body charge. Starting to hate that card. Full body charge. And Angela. Okay. Nope. We will pitch 2 full body charges for Ingenuity. We can exhaust this to generate a mental. Did I see you bottom deck Ingenuity? That's one of my favorite resource cards, but it's so infuriating when that happens. Especially considering the additional cost of having to be an alter ego. Yeah, we got to turn 1 this time, which is obviously the best case scenario, but we didn't run into that till quite a bit later last game. We could get Angela for free and then use Ingenuity and Lock and Load to play Cybernetic Skeleton. Where's my ready token? Yeah, we'll exhaust Ingenuity, throw out Lock and Load, play our Skeleton. We get +3 hit points. And we get +1 attack. Our attack stat is now 3. We'll recover 3. We're going to go up to 9. Then we're going to flip up. Do we risk it again? We'll flip down. Or we'll flip up. So we'll discard the top card of the encounter deck, take damage equal to the boost. It's just 1. Hallelujah. We'll go down to 8. We could play Angela here, and I think we will. So we'll search the top 10 cards of the encounter deck for a minion. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hydra Regular, Hydra Hunter. Yeah, we want Hydra Hunter. We put him into play so his insight won't go off. And then we can just one-shot him, and then we have a 0-cost blocker, which is nice. If we need to. We might try and keep her around, because I'd like to have a minion or an ally to help us when we clear Hydra Patrol. Okay. Isn't the worst start. She comes in with 3 health. She's ready. We'll attack for 2. We'll knock out the minion instantly, and we'll just ready up. We'll draw up to 5. We got Marvel Boy, Helicarrier, a double, Air Cover, and Coup de Grace. That's beautiful. That's what I want to see. Main scheme goes to 2. We can choose to take a damage or add a threat. We're going to add a threat. Taskmaster is attacking for 2. We'll just take it. 1, 2, 1 boost is 3 damage. We're down to 5. Deal ourselves an encounter card. So first one is place 1 pursuit counter on pursuit by the past. And if there's any counters on it, the villain attacks you. Okay. So this goes to 1. He's attacking. This time, Angela will block for us. So 1, 2, 1 boost again, 3 damage. So he's defeated. Last encounter card is Hydra Minion, 4 health, has guard. Okay. Back over to us. So if we do double plus ingenuity for Helicarrier, Helicarrier plays air cover, then we can't pay for coup de grace. So we can't do that. I think we want to thwart the side scheme. That'll grab us an attachment, which we could use. We could add on to Hydra Soldier, and then we have to put air cover down first. Put air cover down. Now we can't play everything we want. That's tough. So what is our attack? Our attack is 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. We could just put Marvel Boy down, attack for 2. We attack for 3, get the overkill. He's a blocker. We get an extra encounter card though. I think we'll try that. So we're gonna do a double plus ingenuity, pay for Helicarrier, getting our resources set up. We'll exhaust Helicarrier, and we'll throw out coup de grace. We'll play Marvel Boy. Has 2 attack, 0 thwart. When we attack, we can spend a physical. His attack gains piercing and ranged. We don't need, nor can we do. We'll attack for 2 with him. Then we will attack for 3. We do overkill. Therefore, our text says we get to draw a card. Now we get Suppressing Fire. He does have a when defeated. We deal ourselves an encounter card. We'll just throw out Suppressing Fire for air cover. That's it. We'll pass. Yeah, we'll draw up to 5. Okay. Battery pack, bug, aggressive conditioning, reload, and rocket launcher. Main scheme goes to 4. We can take a damage or add a threat. We'll add a threat. We really can't afford to take damage. Taskmaster's attacking for 2. Marvel Boy jumps in the way. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's defeated. And 2 encounter cards again. First one is, oh no, each Nemesis minion activates, otherwise place 3 pursuit counters on pursued by the past. So that'll reach 4. We get our Nemesis set. We got Blackjack O'Hare. He has Quick Strike, which will go off first, and Villainous. We can also fire air cover, so we'll exhaust it to grab an attachment that can be attached to him. We're going to grab Suppressing Fire. He's only hitting for 1 with Villainous, so we'll just take it. 1 boost, 2. We're down to 3. Oh, was that our... Actually, I think that was our encounter card. Because this is the Nemesis set. Yeah, whoops. Sorry, so this should be our boost. It's still just 1. Okay. I just wanted to say good luck. Thank you. Strong Style Versus. I've seen your videos. They're awesome. Thanks for stopping by. Side Scheme Vendetta comes in. 2 threat. Then we'll shuffle in these attachments. Give this a good shuffle. Right. Suppressing Fire is good. At least we can hopefully fire that and get some healing in. We're at 2 health. We have 2 resource generators now, so we're in a bit of a better spot. Last encounter card, Combat Knife. Attached to the villain, he gets piercing and +1 attack. Spend a physical and mental to discard. Okay. So we're immediately going to attach Suppressing Fire to Blackjack O'Hare. And what do we want to do? We could spend 1, 2, 3 on Rocket Launcher. We can overkill him to draw a card, and then we can play Aggressive Conditioning. That'll essentially heal us 5, so we'll go back up to 8. But then we're not able to thwart, and we're kind of in the same spot we were before. Bug doesn't really help us. Yeah. I think that's still our best line, though. So we'll do Helicarrier plus Ingenuity plus Battery Pack. suppose. We'll put down rocket launcher. Comes in with 2 charge counters. We can remove 1 to deal 2 damage to the villain and each minion engaged with us. Or we could do reload. That'll ready it. That'll do the damage and heal us. We still can't thwart the main scheme though. If we reload it, yeah, I think the health is probably better. So we'll exhaust it. We'll do 2 damage to the villain. 2 damage to Blackjack O'Hare. We'll attack for 3. We knock him out. We do excess damage. So firstly, suppressing fire goes off. When we attack and defeat the minion, heal 2. We're up to 5. And we get to draw 1 card. The double. Okay. So in this case, we can go 1-2 plus reload. We'll play down aggressive conditioning, mainly to get those 3 hit points. We're on 8 health. We're exhausted. Main scheme's at 5. He has an amplify icon, +1 attack. Not a great spot. I don't know why we're struggling with this scenario so much. I honestly thought this would be easier. Easier than like the 2 before it, at least. I mean, if we flip down, this goes to 6. He schemes. He could scheme for 6, so we could just lose. So we'll just pass. We'll throw out Bug. How many allies do we have? We might need Bug. I think we need Psylocke. We won't throw him out. We'll draw up to 5. Okay. This can give us great healing if we survive. We have 2 Bring It's, Coup de Grace, and Battery Pack. Main scheme goes to 6. We'll add another threat, goes to 7. We can't afford to take damage, probably. Taskmaster's attacking for 3. 4 with the Amplify. Just 4. If you're in hero form, take 1 damage. Okay. So basically 5. We're down to 3 health. 1 encounter card. Place 4 threat on each side scheme. Oh my gosh, we were punished for leaving this here. So that goes to 6. This goes to 6. We are now drowning in threat. And we don't have anything to thwart. We could play Battery Pack. We need to do damage to heal, but we also have to thwart. I mean, that's at 7. Yeah, not looking good. So we'll throw out 2. Until the end of the turn, heal 2 damage from Rocket each time you do any amount of damage to an enemy. So we'll exhaust Rocket Launcher. Or no, sorry, first. Wait a minute. Before we do anything. Oh, we can't even clear it. We'll thwart 2 from Hydra Prison. Yeah, I was going to say we can fire air cover, but we can't. We might have to fire our tactical scanner. And discard this and draw 5 cards. Just so we can dig ourselves out of this. Otherwise, we're healing 2 and we're thwarting 2. Or we can attack for 4 and we can heal 4. We go up to 7 health, but then we have to do even more thwarting. I guess we might as well rip it. If we lose this again, I think we're going to change up the deck and we'll just restart. So hero action, discard this card and remove it from the campaign log, draw 5 cards. We got double, salvage, team building exercise, suppressing fire. Please give us Psylocke, Drax, and Groot. Okay. Well, we'll go ahead and play salvage for team building. I think we have a lot of resources we don't need this turn. So we'll put this down. When we play salvage, we can add a tech upgrade from our discard on top of our deck. We will do our pistol. Yeah. Then we'll do team building plus helicarrier plus ingenuity. We'll play Groot. Comes in with 6 health. He will be tanking the hits for us. Then we'll do 3 for Drax. He will also be tanking hits for us. Oh, I thwarted 2 from there, so I'll be exhausted. We could thwart 2 more. It doesn't really help us hit anything, so I don't think we will. And then we'll spend 2. Rod and Forta. So we'll exhaust this. We'll do 2 damage to the villain. Anytime we do damage, we get to heal 2. We'll heal up to 5. I don't think we want to activate with Groot. I would like him to live, and he's being hit for a lot, so we're not going to. We'll attack for 3. No. We'll just thwart for 1 off of Hydra Patrol. And we'll pass. Sounds like it's maybe the threat removal that's the issue. Yeah, maybe. I think I have too many full body charges. I could take that out and add another looking for trouble. Because I had 2 and I took 1 out. And that helps us with thwart. Okay. We have Rocket's Pistol. I've got a plan. I've got a plan. Marked and Thruster Boots. So main scheme goes to, it's at 7. Goes to 8. We'll take a damage. Taskmaster is attacking for 3 with Amplify 4. We'll block with Groot. 5, 6. Just knocks him out. That's unfortunate. He's defeated. 1 encounter card. Drawing near. So at the beginning of your turn, we'll discard the top card of our deck. There's our Looking for Trouble. For each printer resource, place 1 counter on Pursued by the Past. So we'll just place 1. We have 2 I've Got a Plan, which is actually super useful this turn. So we'll thwart for 1 with Drax. We will thwart for 2. We'll clear Hydra Prison. When defeated, we search the deck and discard pile for a minion. We're just going to grab Hydra Regular from the discard. He comes in with 2 health. Then we'll do a couple things. We'll fire Air Cover. We can search our deck and discard pile for an attachment that can be attached to that minion. We're going to grab Suppressing Fire. Actually, we'll wait to attach it, but we're going to grab that. Then, also as a response, we'll throw out Marked or I've Got a Plan. After your hero makes a basic thwart, ready Rocket Raccoon, he gets +1 thwart till the end of the phase. So we're ready. We have 3 thwart now. Still doable, I believe. Fingers crossed. Yeah, because we drew 5 cards. We might be able to handle this. We have a lot of resources. It's a shame. I don't think we can knock out the minion, but I'm actually not that worried about it. We'll... although if we do the pistols, we can. How much do we care about that? He's only scheming for 1. So we'll Ingenuity for Thruster Boots. That also gives us +1 thwart. Our thwart is now 4. We're going to thwart for 4. Main scheme goes down to 4. Then we'll do Helicarrier to play I've Got a Plan again. So we'll ready Rocket, and I get +1 thwart. Now our thwart is 5. Now we can completely clear the main scheme. We're going to attach Suppressing Fire. We're going to thwart for 5. We'll clear the main scheme. We're going to run away, flip down. We will Tinker Rocket Launcher. Actually, we'll wait till the start of next turn. We will throw out an identity-specific card to get rid of Drawing Near. And we'll pass. That was a decent turn, actually. We'll draw up. Draw up to 6. We got 2 cards left. We can tinker this card at the beginning of next turn. That way we're up 2 hand size. And we got Psylocke. I like what I'm seeing. Main scheme goes to 1. Taskmaster is going to scheme for 1, 2, 3, 4 plus Amplify. That's 5. So this goes to 6. Hydra Regular schemes for 1. Goes to 7. We could still lose 1 encounter card. It's a guard minion. Okay. That's actually kind of perfect. So we will exhaust Air Cover. It's defeated. And we'll search our deck and discard pile for another Suppressing Fire. Yeah. We'll add it to our hand. Comeback is real. That's in our hand. Okay. We will Tinker Rocket Launcher. So discard a tech upgrade you control. And we can draw 2 cards. This is going to deck us out. Do we want to actually play anything first? I think we do. We could do salvage per first. Yeah, I think we will. So we're gonna do suppressing fire plus full body charge plus salvage. We're gonna play Psylocke. Comes in with 3 health, 2 counters. We can confuse the villain. Salvage, we can add a tech upgrade from our discard pile on top of our deck. We're gonna find our big gun here. Is it in our deck? I think it is. That's a battery pack. Reload, battery pack. Yeah, it is. Okay, so we'll just put our rockets pistols on top of our deck. Cool. Then we'll throw out nowhere for air cover. Well, we'll wait on that because we might want those extra resources. All right, we'll tinker rocket launcher. We draw 2. So we draw our pistol, which we know is on top, plus a double. I believe what's next should be our other big gun. Yeah, particle cannon, which we want because that'll do 4 damage. So do we want to recover? We also need to thwart. I don't think we will recover. We'll just flip up. Discard the top card of the encounter deck. We take 2 damage because it's 2 boost. A little rough. But we have some suppressing fires we can use. Do we thwart or do we attack? We'll attach a suppressing fire to Hydra Soldier. We need to do overkill. I don't think we have a way to, though, because our pistol will only do 2 damage, and that'll just knock him out. I guess that's fine. We could just knock him out. So we'll do a double for nowhere. Go ahead and get it into play. Then we'll do Helicarrier and Ingenuity. We'll put down our pistol and air cover. We will attack for 3 with Drax. With the villain. He's down to 9. Then I guess we could attack with Psylocke. We shouldn't be exhausted. I don't know why we're exhausted. We'll thwart for 2. Bring the main scheme down to 5. Our attack is 1. Yeah, we'll attack for 1. We'll do 1 damage to this guy. We won't do our response, which is the confuse, because we don't need to. We'll fire our pistols. Actually, we're drawing a card just for the sake of drawing a card, aren't we? In that case, well, we're going to take damage. No, we need to. So we'll attack for 1. We'll do our pistols. We'll do 2 damage, which is overkill. So we will heal 2. Suppressing fire. We'll draw a card. We know it's our big pistol. We can't play it this turn. We'll shuffle our discard. So we'll deal ourselves 1 face down encounter card. We'll shuffle up. We also haven't gotten any of the side schemes this game of the what are they called? Captured by Hydra to get the allies in play. Those are super useful. But I don't know. I think we need to get rid of some of our allies and add in some more thwarting allies. Or potentially, I think it's the full body charge we need to take out. I think that's a problem. It's too expensive. All right, we'll ready up. Particle cannon, bring it. Full body charge, battery pack. And I've got a plan. We can do some more good thwarting at least. Main scheme goes to 6. We'll take a damage. No, we'll add another threat. So it goes to 7. All right, then Taskmaster's attacking. Drax is going to jump in the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Drax is defeated. Hydra Soldier attacks for 2. We'll just take it. 1 encounter card. Taskmaster's Camp. Force response. After a minion enters play, give it a tough. Okay. Only has 2 threat. Back to us. No, we have another encounter card. Almost forgot this one. Being full body charged by a Raccoon sounds pretty fun. True, but it's lethal. Captured by Hydra. Oh, speak of the devil. We want this. Okay. We have 1 minion. We'll go ahead and bring it. So draw 1 card for each minion engaged. It's only 1. We want to do some thwarting for sure. So we will thwart for 3. I'm captured by Hydra. We'll exhaust Helicarrier. I've got a plan. So ready ourselves and we get +1 thwart at the end of the phase. Then I think we're going to do Ingenuity plus Suppressing Fire plus full body charge. We'll put down Particle Cannon. 2 charge counters. We can exhaust it to do 4 damage. We'll exhaust our pistols to do 2. And we'll exhaust our cannon to do 4 damage with Overkill. He's defeated. We did Overkill, so we'll draw a card. Suppressing Fire will heal 2. We're back up to 4. And we get dealt 1 encounter card. We got Battery Pack. We got 2 battery packs now. Not super helpful. So we can attack for Psylocke and confuse him, or we can thwart. I think we attack to confuse him and we flip down again. We'll use a battery pack to play a battery pack. Put it over here. It comes in with 2 counters. We're immediately going to exhaust it and move 1 counter to our big gun. Then we will thwart for 4. Main scheme goes down to 3. We'll attack for 1 with Psylocke. Remove a counter. He'll take 2 damage, and he is confused. We're going to flip down, and we'll ready up. We can use our last battery pack, beginning of next turn, draw some cards, go from there. All right. Coup de Grace, Suppressing Fire. I've got a plan. Full body charge, another Coup de Grace, and lock and load. I'm hating these full body charge. Main scheme goes to 5. Taskmaster's confused. 2 encounter cards. Just kidding. 3 because we have a hazard. First one is attached to Taskmaster. You gain Retaliate 1. Okay. Attached to Taskmaster. When a player attacks them, prevent all damage. Deal an equal amount of damage back to that player's identity. Getting overrun with attachments here. And place 1 pursuit, counter pursued by the past if there's any counters to villain schemes. Okay. So this could be game. He's scheming for 1, 2, 3 with Amplify, 1 boost, 4. We're at 9. Hanging in there. Have you managed to pop a full body charge yet? We have not. It's just so expensive. I think we would need Martial Prowess, the card that generates a resource for an event. But even then, I mean, like in theory, we could this turn, but we just have so many other problems. Like we have 3 side schemes plus the main scheme. I think we need to throw out full body charges, add in maybe Professor X, add in another Looking for Trouble. I mean, starting at 3 health also doesn't help, but you know, campaign rules. So we will exhaust battery pack, add another counter to our big gun. Then we'll tinker this for 2. We get Angela plus a double. Okay, I like it. We're going to flip up because we need to thwart. We should be able to get a minion though, so we can do some healing. So we'll discard the top card of the encounter deck. Take 1 damage because there's 1 boost. We're down to 3. We're chilling though. Not even worried about it. We're going to thwart for 2. We'll clear Taskmaster's training camp because each minion gets tough. We don't want that. Then I think we're going to play Angela. So 0 comes in with 3 health. We search the top 10 cards of the encounter deck for a minion. Yeah, okay. We got Hydra regular. I think we'll grab him. Only comes in with 2 health. He's chump change. We'll take him out. Main scheme is still at 9, so we got to take care of that. Oh, I didn't realize we have I've Got a Plan, so we're gonna throw out Lock and Load for I've Got a Plan. Sorry, I should have done before we did Angela, but either way, that'll ready us and give us +1 thwart till the end of the round. Forgot we had that, so we have 4 thwart right now because of our upgrade. So Angela's gonna bring in a minion. He comes in with 2 health. Then we will fire air cover. We'll exhaust it. We will search for an upgrade that can be attached. Suppressing fire. We want that healing. Thank you. Now, I think this is the time we full body charge him. Yeah, might as well. So we'll do a double. Plus helicarrier, plus ingenuity, full body charge. Deal 8 damage to an enemy. If your hero's remaining hit points are less than your hero's starting hit points, are less than half, this stat gains overkill. We've been a less than half almost the entire game. So we'll do 8 damage. And then the 6 overkill. Oh, wrong one. We'll go to Taskmaster. We heal 2. So he has a card. Retaliate won't affect us. And this says when a player attacks Taskmaster. We're not attacking him, so he'll still take the 6. But next time we attack him, we'll take the damage. We did overkill, so we'll draw a card. A double, not helping us now. We'll thwart for 4. Off the main scheme. Psylocke will thwart for 2. She's defeated. But she will clear captured by Hydra. So we get a random ally. We finally full body charged him, Art. We got him. The 2 ally or 2 minion health. He didn't stand a chance. Shang-Chi. After you play Shang-Chi from your hand, spend an energy, stun an enemy. Ooh. That's kind of huge. Yeah, we're going to do that. We'll play him. We only have a double. Oh well. We will play an energy. We'll stun Taskmaster. He comes in. We'll just thwart for 2. Off of the main scheme. Yeah, bit awkward. We'll attack for 2 with Angela. She'll go down to 1 because of retaliate. And this will fire off, so we prevent the damage, and the damage is actually dealt back to us. We go down to 3. As a hero action, we can spend a physical and mental. We only have mentals in our hand. That's awful. We're going to get rid of those. And we'll ready up. We could advance him. That means we get dealt an extra encounter card. I don't want to do that yet. Oop, this is a 1. We'll draw up to 5. It was worth the wait. I don't know if it was, but oh, and we could do it again. I guess we're pretty close to winning here now. Main scheme will go up to 4, 5. We don't want to take a damage. He's stunned. He won't attack. 1 encounter card is under fire. Just when we caught up. So we get Mimicry. Hero, discard top 5 cards of your deck. If any of those are an attack, Taskmaster attacks you. Reload. Marvel Boy. Bring it. Marked. And looking for trouble. No attack events. Next one is Weapon Master. When revealed, the villain attacks you. If they have the weapon attachment, this card gains Surge. So this will Surge. But first he's going to attack for 3. Angel will jump in the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. Because of the Amplify, she is defeated. 1 more encounter card. When revealed, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until you discard a minion. Reveal that minion, then give it a tough. Okay. That's actually kind of fine. We have air cover. We're looking for a minion. Okay. Hydra Hunter. He will get a tough. 3 health. We'll exhaust air cover. It's defeated. And then we'll go grab Suppressing Fire. Okay. So again, I think we can just win here. Let's find out. So we're going to we'll attach suppressing fire to the minion. Then we haven't used helicarrier. I don't know why it's exhausted. We'll exhaust helicarrier. Well, first we'll do our pistol. We'll do 2 damage into the tough. Then we'll do particle cannon. So exhaust it, we'll deal 4 damage. No, we don't want to do that. I think we just want to attack him because I think we could potentially win here. So we'll attack for 2 with Shang-Chi. That'll defeat Taskmaster 2. Taskmaster 3 has 17 hit points. When revealed, deal each player an encounter card. We use retaliate, so Shang-Chi is defeated. So if we do full body charge, that's 8 damage. He's down to 9. That's 4. So 8 damage plus 4 is 12. Plus 2 is 14. Plus weaken attack. I think we can actually kill him. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plays full body charge. That does 8. If we don't die by retaliate. Which I think we would die by retaliate first. Unless we take out the Hydra Hunter, which will heal us 2. But then I don't think we can reach the damage we need. Right? So 8 damage. Plus 4 is 12. Plus then we need 5. We're attacking for 1, 2, 3, 4. So we would have the damage, but we would die before we got there. Which is actually kind of crazy. So in that case, we just need to survive 1 more turn. We'll do particle cannon, deal 4 damage. We'll do 3 to him. He's knocked out. Suppressing fire. Whoops. Will heal us 2. We're back up to 5. 1 damage of overkill. It's Taskmaster. Then we'll do a double for Bug. Because he's going to block for us. If we lose now, I might have to call it. This is just too brutal. Or I'll switch it up and I'll finish the campaign another day. We can do Helicarrier, Ingenuity. That's 2. Plus air cover, plus Rocket's Pistol for full body charge. That's 8 damage. He goes down to 8. Right now, we could attack for 4. Plus 1. We could do 5 more damage. Oh, we take a retaliate. We're down to 4. We're just going to thwart for 3 from the main scheme. And we're going to pass. Or we'll thwart for 1 with Bug. We might as well. And we'll pass. We'll draw up. 5 cards. We just don't deck out. Definitely have game here if we can survive. Main scheme goes to 3. He's attacking for 3. And counter deck decks out. This is a make it or break it right now. Okay. He's attacking for 3. Bug's going to block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. He is defeated. 2 encounter cards. First one is captured by Hydra. Okay. That comes in with 5 threat. And captured by Hydra also comes in with 5 threat. So we're alive. I would love to clear those schemes because we could get more allies for the rest of the campaign. I wonder if we can. We're thwarting for 3. I don't think we have a way to. Although we might. If we flip down. We have a reload in the bottom of our deck. That doesn't help us thwart. Man, we're so close to it. We could try and stall this out to try and... Because with Strider and Fordo, we can heal ourselves up to full. And I think we'll be fine if we do that. So we're going to use a double. Hero action until the end of the turn. Heal 2 damage from Rocket for each time you deal any amount of damage to an enemy. We played Salvage, so we'll put a tech card on top of our deck. We're going to do our normal pistol. Yeah. Normal pistol will go back on top of the deck. Then we'll do particle cannon. We'll do 4 damage. We take 1 retaliate, but we heal 2. So we'll just go up 1. The anxiety of revealing 2 cards and hoping that it's not an attack. Yeah, we got lucky. I mean, technically we could have lived that, but most likely not. The odds were not in our favor. Then we'll do team building. Plus helicarrier, plus ingenuity. We'll play Groot. Comes in with 6 health. He is ready. We can exhaust nowhere to draw a card. We get our pistol. Then we'll do pistol plus salvage for rocket launcher, discarding our other pistol. We can put a tech upgrade on top of our deck. We're not even going to bother. This will come in with 2 counters. We'll exhaust it. We deal 2 damage, so it's not an attack. We won't take retaliate. We'll do 2 damage to him. We'll heal 2. We're back up to 7. I think we're going to try and clear one of these side schemes first. So we're going to thwart for 3. Captured by Hydra goes down to 2. And then we'll just thwart for 1 off of the main scheme with Root, and we'll pass. We're at 7 health, so we could, in theory, tank another hit. Plus, we have Groot to block for us. We draw reload. And we're going to draw up. We're really risking it here, but I think it's worth it for the campaign. Really, I'd like to clear both of these, but we've been on such a back foot. I think that's too much for us. And we do have an acceleration icon. We got to remember that. If we get the one that helps us thwart, we could potentially clear both of these. Yeah, actually, we definitely could. Okay, so we got reload. We deal ourselves an encounter card. Rocket's pistol. Drax. Coup de grace. Full body charge. All right. Main scheme is going to go to 4. Just kidding, 5. We don't want to take a damage. Taskmaster is attacking for 3. We'll block with Groot. He's actually guaranteed to die. 1, 2, 3, 4 plus amplify is 5. Yeah, 6, 7 damage. Two encounter cards. Ooh, first one is Blackjack O'Hare. Comes in with 3 health. He has Quick Strike. This is bad. He's attacking for 1. If you're in hero form, take 1 damage. Okay. Plus the amplify. So essentially we take 3. Because 1, 2, take 1 damage is 3. Last encounter card. Oh, this is bad. Discard the top 5 cards of your deck. If you discard an attack event, Taskmaster attacks you. If he attacks us, we're actually guaranteed to lose. So bring it. Battery pack. Tactic. Air cover. Oh, and another tactic. Okay, we're good. No attacks. Back to us. We lived it. All right. We have enough to kill him and finish this easily, but we want to work for 2. We'll clear captured by Hydra. We'll get a random ally. Shuffle this up. And White Tiger, that's the one we wanted. So she comes to our hand. We will play her for free. After you play White Tiger from your hand, spend a mental resource. Remove 3 threat from a scheme. So we'll exhaust Ingenuity, spend a mental. We'll remove 3 threat from Captured by Hydra. It goes down to 2. We'll use her to thwart for 3. We'll clear Captured by Hydra. So clearing it, we'll get 1 more set aside ally. These are already shuffled. We'll just take the top 1. Electra. Ooh. Then we'll finish this off with a full body charge, 8 damage into Blackjack O'Hare. We have less than half our health, so we'll do overkill, and we'll knock out Taskmaster. The adrenaline is rushing. We finally did it. We knocked him out. You know, full body charges kind of worked at the end. No, I think we need to at least take out 1. We have 3 full body charges. Honestly, I think we need to take them all out. They're just way too expensive. We could probably add in the 2 cost attack event that does overkill to a minion if you pay for it with a physical. I think that would be way better. I'm not very good at planning out like the cost curve of your deck, but I think it's too high. I think there's a way to see that on Marvel CBD, but I don't even have that on there. It was really well played, all things considered. Thank you. Thank you, Art. We got past it. We ended at 4 health, which means we're going to our next scenario starting at 4. Yeah, I guess that was foolish. So instead, we're going to do a small retcon. We're going to flip down and recover 3. And then we're going to play Electra and attack for 3. So we can start our next scenario with 7. Sorry, I wanted to end with a full body charge, but if we're going to continue the campaign, it's just not a smart move. Okay. We might be able to do another one. Yeah, I think the curve graph is just below the card list. Yeah, I don't have it on Marvel CBD. I probably should add it. Maybe I'll do that later. I have like an app on my phone that I usually build the decks because I think it's easier. And then if I think they're like halfway decent, I'll add them to Marvel CBD privately. But yeah. Okay. Let's take this out. Let's move Rocket to the side. Who did we not get? So we didn't get Moon Knight this time. Yeah. I'm going to separate my deck real quick. I think we need to make some changes. So Rocket, Aggression, Energy. We never got to use our Lock and Load. In theory, I feel like that should be such a good mix. That's a Rocket card. Must admit, I'm the same. I just add cards and wing it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. This is a basic. Whoa. We did not get Moon Knight. Okay. What am I doing? Those are Rocket cards. This is an Aggression card. Okay. Keeping our 3 doubles, obviously. Basic cards. I like Drax because he helps push the scenario forward. I like Groot because he can block, but so far he's just been a 3-cost card that only blocks and dies once. That's not super useful. I think Helicarrier is kind of a must. Nowhere in team building I can probably cut. I don't know what I'd put in its place, but they don't really seem like they're adding that much value right now. Aggressive Conditioning gives us health. I think that's necessary. Coup de Grace I like. It didn't really fire as much. Maybe I thought there was more minions in this encounter set than there actually were. I definitely need to add another Looking for Trouble, because that was one of our main ways of thwarting, and we get minions from it, but it never worked out for us. We have Bug, Lock and Load, Angela. We have a decent amount of Guardian allies, but Full Body Charge, Air Cover, Marked. We would probably take out Marked. I don't know what we'd replace it with. Psylocke is good for the Confused. I think we have to have her. Marvel Boy, it's another Guardian. Coup de Grace, I like having 2. Bring It, I feel like is a good card, but it hasn't worked out for me either. Yeah, 3 Full Body Charge. So we take out 1 to 2 Full Body Charge, at least. Let me get this out of the way. But what do we replace with it? We have, let me count the amount of cards we have. So 15, 16, 17, 18. We have 44 cards in this deck. That's way too many. So I think we're going to take out both of those. If we take out a Full Body Charge, we can actually take out a second Full Body Charge and add a Looking for Trouble, which I think we'll do. Otherwise, I mean, I still like this deck. We could also take out marked. We've never once gone for it. And I think with air cover, we're getting our upgrades enough where we don't need marked. If that's the case, we add looking for trouble and one more card. We could add like a Professor X. We could add, we don't have that many gray cards. I don't know. I do like team building because all of our allies right now, except Psylocke, have the Guardian trait. So it just makes it easier to play them. We'll keep team building. We'll throw out these. I'm gonna grab another looking for trouble. Hold on. I've always liked Throg for the tough, but it's dependent on a minion being present. Throg. I don't think I have Throg. She's from, or Throg, he, whatever, is from Valkyrie's hero pack, right? I think. I don't have Valkyrie's hero pack, unfortunately. I kind of want to just for some of the Asgardian cards, but I like these. Maybe we still need one more attachment. We could also get the new one. Which I kind of like. Caught in the crossfire. Attached to a non-elite minion. When a friendly character attacks, deal 1 damage to attached minion. So anytime we attack, we're doing more damage. I think part of the problem is we're not getting our allies out quick enough. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, so I don't have that one, unfortunately. We might try this. We have 0 cost allies now, so that'll actually super help going forward. I think we'll run it. If you have any other suggestions, I'll gladly take it, but we might just do this. Let me count how many cards we have now. Okay. That's 20. 30. I'm not going to count these allies. Let me get them out. They're like add-ins. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we have 41 cards, not counting these guys. I have to get my binder out, but we'll for sure try to recommend some. Yeah, I mean, no worries. If you're busy, don't worry about it. But I should probably put mine in a binder. Do you like having them in a binder? I have mine in like a big bin. It's not the most easy to look through, but I don't know. I don't like the idea of moving all my cards. It just sounds like a lot of work. But I think it would help me in the long run. There's some staples like Professor X, but I get that it's a bit of a boring since he's so good. Yeah, he is. I was trying to stay mostly Guardians theme, which I have besides Psylocke. I don't know. I think cutting some of the fat will help. Like, Mark has never been useful. Full body charge is only useful super late game. And nowhere. We definitely don't need any more now that we have some other 0 cost allies. So I think we'll remove those. And I kind of figured with suppressing fire, we'll be healing enough that we don't need to flip down as much. And we have a few confuses off Psylocke, but maybe one extra confuse is that useful off Professor X, plus the jump block. We can try Zola's scenario and see how it goes. We'll probably call it after that. It's a bit funny because I think boxes are better than binders, but I kind of like flicking through the pages and seeing the cards. Yeah. Really, that's interesting. Maybe it's because we have different ones. Let me show you what I have. This is probably extra awful for on camera. I have this giant box. Let me move my cards out of the way. Open this up. And you can't really see it. There are labels. Some of them aren't even labeled. Like I have some heroes here and here. All these are heroes. And then all these are my my sets. So I have my justice cards, my events. Here's my basic events. I have aggression cards over here. So I know sort of where they are because I've done it and I sort through them. But I see people with like binders flipping through the pages and it looks so much nicer. So I should probably do that. But I don't know. For heroes, I think this is nice, but for deck building, it's not great. Okay, let's clean up Taskmaster here. We can get Zola ready. Where is, okay. Here we go. Oh, I have the same box to put hero/villains in. Can I test how heavy that can be? Yeah. Well, I have my villains sorted differently, which you might have seen. I put them in the box they come in. Not like all the same box, but for instance, I have Rise of Red Skull is this chunk. Next Evolution is this chunk. Then I have Mad Titan Shadow, Galaxy's Most Wanted back here. These ones actually have the labels on them, so it's kind of nice. Absorbing Man. So I can just flip through those, and the mod sets are all organized by box as well. Because I usually use the recommended, so it's easier. I used the hybrid system. I think it was Nelson who came up with where they put one aspect/basic card in the binder and the rest in a box. Yeah, that makes sense. Like realistically, yeah, I mean, we have so many copies of certain cards. You only need like 2 or 3 in a binder. I'm not sure how that would work. Love the look of those dividers. The dividers are awesome. This is from, what are they called? Divider Central, I think. You can print them off and then they're not that expensive to just like print it like a Staples. And it's super easy to see the villains in the mod sets. Here, if I angle it like this, this is kind of how I see it. It's not bad. Let me get these cards sorted out. Honestly, like super interesting hearing how other people organize their cards. I don't know why it's so fun to talk about. Everyone does it differently. Like, I guess a lot of people do it alphabetically. If that's your shtick, go for it. But I think that would drive me crazy. I like to have them kind of organized by like box. Okay, I think that's everything. Oh, Weapon Master. So these are the experimental weapons. That'll follow us. This is all Weapon Master. Okay. So we can put these up. I don't think we need any of these mod sets for the next one. Hydra Patrol. Weapon Master. Then we'll put Taskmaster away. Yeah, I always view the videos of setups, and sometimes I find them more enjoyable than watching actual games. Hey, I get that. Yeah, I like watching gameplay. I also like watching just like people doing breakdowns of cards or Tier lists, I think, are usually fun. Stuff like that. This also goes in there. Okay. So Zola. I think we have time to do Zola. What is our campaign rules here? Victory. Each player who rescued one or more allies from Taskmaster encounter sets, add those allies to their deck and records their names. Record each identity's remaining hit points. We had 7, as well as any cards added to their deck. Okay. Setup. Each player searches their deck for all cards with the setup. Shuffle each experimental weapon. And I think that's it. Oh, expert campaign. Set your hit points. Yeah, okay, that's it. On victory, we get things. We need to clear Hydra Prison. And clear out any enemies engaged with us, ideally. If we can clear both of those out, that's better for our victory for the campaign. So I think we need the under fire and counter set. 1 second. Okay. Obligation. Then we don't need these. Put this to the side. We'll remove that. All these will be shuffled together. Zola. Fond memories of him making his minions into Terminators. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. So far, we're not doing too hot on our campaign with Rocket. So set up. Search the encounter deck for Hydra Prison and reveal it. Each player searches the encounter deck for an ultimate bioservant, puts it into play, engaged with them. And then I think, what is it? Zola 2, when revealed, search the encounter deck and discard pile for test subjects. Okay. All those start out. We can shuffle the rest of this. I think with having even more minions in this, this will, I don't know, in theory, I think it'll help our deck a little bit more because we can fire our air cover, our suppressing fire more, our coup de grace, things like that. But we'll see. And taking out the full body charge, I think was a good call. Okay. This is a good shuffle. Put this up there. Zola 2, Retaliate 1, starts with 14 hit points. Not a whole lot. We did the setup. So forced response, if you don't know. After resolving step 1 of the villain phase, place 1 test counter here. Then if there are at least 3 or more test counters, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. Put that minion into play engaged with you. And remove 3 test counters. Starts at 0 threat. We have Hydra Prison, which is kind of funny. When revealed, each player searches their deck and discard pile for a hero-specific ally. We don't have one as Rocket, so this literally just comes in with 1 threat. And we actually get something from clearing this in the campaign, so we'll probably leave that until we have a chill turn, or if we have like Bug who thwarts for 1, we'll use him. That's not too bad. Bioservant comes in with Tough. 4 hit points. We have 7. Excuse me. Where's my deck? Here it is. We have +1 attacks. We're starting with 2 attack. We have our 3 0-cost allies now, which will be super useful. Okay. Give this a shuffle, and we're off. Let me check something. Okay, cool. Okay. Now we'll give it more shuffle than that. I don't want to brick turn 1. We kind of have to flip up, and we want to stay up even more on this turn. Thwarting test subjects will get us another minion. So we'll have 2 minions turn 1. 1 thing to thwart. We for sure need an ally. Luckily, Zola doesn't hit too hard, but he's still attacking for 2, and he has retaliate. So we'll do our mulligan. Let me grab a drink. Okay. All right. Aggressive conditioning. I like it. Battery pack. Air cover. A double. White tiger. That's kind of great turn 1. Looking for trouble. Right out the gate. I like these 3. I don't necessarily care for the rest. I guess air cover is kind of a good include because when we clear test subjects, we will get a minion, and then we can use air cover to get something else. We definitely don't need looking for trouble or battery pack. Double's good for aggressive conditioning. That'll give us 3 attacks, so we can hopefully clear whatever minion comes out. White tiger, if we spend a mental, we can instantly clear it, or we can thwart for 3. I think this is a decent start. We'll draw 2 more. Ooh, our skeleton. And looking for trouble. We don't want that. Okay. So we don't have any mentals to use for White Tiger, but she can clear that, and she costs 0. We can use a double, plus looking for trouble, or this probably, and then our skeleton for air cover. These both give us +3 hit points and +1 attack. So I think since we don't need looking for trouble, we might as well use the most expensive one now, since otherwise we don't really need to do anything else. We'll do a double, plus looking for trouble, play aggressive conditioning. We get +3 hit points. We're up to 10. And our attack is now 3 because of our campaign upgrade. We'll flip up to hero mode. We'll discard our skeleton to play air cover. Comes in with 2 counters. We can search for an attachment when a minion engages us. We have White Tiger, so we'll play her for free. No mental, so we can't use her kicker, but that's okay. We will just thwart for 3. We'll clear test subjects. When defeated, the first player discards cards from the top of the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. Reveal that minion. I like to see that card gone. I don't like that card. Dark Design's also gone. Oh, second Dark Design's gone. Bioservant minion. That's not bad. I don't think we can clear either of these, but you know, they only attack for 1, so. Okay, we'll exhaust air cover. We'll search our deck and discard pile. Did we get an attachment? No, we didn't. We'll search our deck and we'll find probably suppressing fire. Fix those up. Only other option is, no, that's the same thing. We could get the other one we added. Where is it? Caught in the crossfire. When a friendly character attacks, deal 1 damage. That's an interrupt. So we attack for 3. I believe this will interrupt and knock off the tough. But I think I would rather the healing, and we need the healing more. So we're going to take suppressing fire. If we could knock him out, I would probably consider that. But we're only attacking for 3, not 4. Okay, shuffle our deck. We'll attach suppressing fire. We will attack for 3. We'll just knock off the tough. I don't think we have any good ways to do piercing in this deck. That might be our biggest issue. We'll ready up. We'll draw up to 5. We got Rocket Launcher. This is probably one of the best cards we could get for this scenario. We can deal 2 damage to the villain and each minion engaged with us, and it's not an attack. So we'll probably get this and try and get a battery pack and just keep this in play. We have Psylocke. Bring It is great. Trident Forta is huge. We can get healing, and we even have reload. It's kind of a fantastic hand. Knock on wood. So we'll place 1 threat, 1 test counter. Zola's attacking for 2. We're just going to take it. 1, 2. Double boost. 3, 4. We're down to 6. Then each minion's going to attack us for 1. We're down to 4. 1 encounter card is attached to the minion with the most remaining hit points without another copy of Neurological Implant. Attached minion gets +2 hit points. We can attach it to either one. We'll just do it to the one without tough. He's going to be easier to kill. He gets +2 hit points, so he has 6 now. And that's it. Back to us. That was actually pretty tame there. So we'll do Bring It. Draw 1 card for each minion engaged with you. So we'll draw 2. Helicarrier and Bug. Psylocke would be great for the Confuse. Rocket Launcher, I think, is kind of necessary right now, though. We'll do Bug. Let me think about this. If we do 3 for Rocket Launcher, we could also pay 1 for Reload and play it again. Problem is then we can't do our healing. I think we have to do that. We have to keep this. We need to keep our healing or Psylocke. So we could spend these 3 on Rocket Launcher, do some overkill, and then try and pay this. Right now, we don't have a way to do overkill, do we? Because we can attack for 1, we can attack for 3. We don't. Even with Rocket Launcher, what? We do 2 damage. He's down to 4. No, we don't have a way to do it. So if we don't play Rocket Launcher, maybe we play Psylocke and we confuse Zola. We flip down. That might be better. That would cost 1, 2, 3, 4 for Psylocke. And we could hold Rocket Launcher. Oh, he's thwarting for 3. So no, we don't want to do that. That's too much thwarting. We'll do 3. I don't want to give up that. We'll throw out Reload. No, I think we have to keep Reload. Dang, this is so tough. So we'll do 3 for Rocket Launcher. Comes into play with 2 charge counters. We can exhaust it to do 2 damage to the villain and each minion engaged with us. It's not an attack. We're left with these 2 cards right now. Reload and Psylocke. We can attack for 3. So 1 plus 3 is 4. This does 2 damage. We'll defeat one of the minions. Then we have 4 health. We'll exhaust it. We'll do 2 damage to the villain. Each minion engaged. So we knock off the tough. We do 2 damage there. We'll attack for 1 with White Tiger. And I think we'll just attack for 3. We'll defeat this minion. Pressing Fire will heal 2 damage from us. And I think we just hold it. I think we need to play Psylocke. The Confuse is kind of a necessity. We'll pass. We have White Tiger to block. Otherwise, we're at 6 health, so I think we'll be fine. Lock and Load. We're actually going to throw out Reload. Sorry, I should have thrown that out before, but we don't want to keep that. A double. Thank God. Caught in the Crossfire. And Electra. Ooh, okay. Main scheme goes to 2. Test counter goes to 2. Zola's attacking. We'll block with White Tiger. So 1, 2, 1 boost, 3 damage. She is defeated. Ultimate Bioservant attacks for 1. We'll take 1. We're down to 5. 1 encounter card is Ultimate Bioservant. Okay. The encounter cards are going easy on us right now, so we got to get set up quick. We still have our pistol that can do 2 damage to everyone, and then we can attack for 3, and we can get some overkill damage if we want to. I don't think we can play everything though. We can't. So if we do Salvage plus these 2, that'll pay for Psylocke. She can attack. She'll confuse Zola. We can attack, do overkill, defeat, play Lock and Load, flip down. Might be the move. So we'll do Salvage plus these 2. We'll play Psylocke. Salvage lets us put a tech upgrade from our discard pile on top of our deck. We will grab our battery pack because we want that. so we can recharge this as much as possible. Then we will, Psylocke comes in, 3 health. We will take Retaliate, unfortunately. 2 Psionic counters. There's no guard, so she'll attack. She'll do 2 damage. Remove 1 Psionic counter. And she'll confuse Zola. Oh, we could have fired air cover. Shoot, I totally forgot about that. I'm going to say we did. The only reason is because this is directly behind my mic, so I couldn't see it. That's at 1. But we're going to say I fired it. Sorry, I know we're retconning this way too late, but I think we would have very obviously done it. I just forgot we had it. We're going to grab our suppressing fire. We will exhaust rocket launcher. Deal 2 damage to everyone. So Zola goes down to 8. This minion loses tough. This one goes down to 2. We'll attach suppressing fire. We will attack. Actually, we could just play lock and load, ward it, clear it, and then grab our gun that does 4 damage with overkill. Is that better? No, I think we want the healing. We don't really need the gun right now. We'll attack for 3. Minion is defeated. We did excess damage, so we'll heal 2 with suppressing fire. And we get to draw a card. We know it's our battery pack. We'll throw out lock and load. We'll put down our battery pack. Comes in with 2 charge counters. We'll immediately exhaust it and remove 1 counter from it to rocket launcher. Then I think we're going to flip down and we'll pass. If he gets a scheme card, we'll almost guarantee to lose it, but hopefully he doesn't. We'll drop the 6. Coup de grace, battery pack, rocket's pistol, suppressing fire, bring it, and a double. Main scheme goes to 3. Test counter goes to 3, which means we remove 3 test counters, and we discard until we get a minion. And luckily, we only put it into play engaged with us. Exhaustion's gone, thank God. This guy comes in, 5 health. We don't do the when revealed because we put him into play, but he will scheme this turn. So Zola's confused. He does not scheme. Both of them scheme for 1, so this goes to 5. 1 encounter card, Moment of Truth. Our obligation. We can discard the highest cost upgrade we control or exhaust our identity. We're just going to exhaust and remove that from the game. Yeah, I think that's the move. I don't think we have anything else to do. No, we do. We'll exhaust battery pack. We'll move 1 more counter over to this one. Then we'll tinker this. So we'll discard this and we get to draw 2. It's our alter ego text. We got another pistol and team building exercise. Okay. We will flip up. We probably need Psylocke to work here. We have 2 minions engaged with us, which is perfect. We'll play Bring It. Hero action, draw 1 card for each minion engaged with you. So we'll draw 2. I've got a plan. I hate that we can't play this. I think this should just ready you, not after you make a basic to work. But, you know, maybe we'll save it for next turn. He's not elite. We'll attach a suppressing fire. Attach a suppressing fire. We'll use a double for team building exercise. Then we will, what do we want to do? I don't think we can kill both of them. We can coup de grace and just delete him. This will do 2 damage to him. Rocket's pistol can finish him off. So we'll do, I've got a plan, plus Rocket's pistol for coup de grace. This says, hero action, defeat a non-elite minion with an upgrade attached. Ignore any when defeated abilities. Doesn't have any when defeated, but it's an attack, so we defeat him. And this says, hero interrupt, when you attack and defeat an attached minion, heal 2 damage. So we'll heal 2. We're back up to 9. Then we will discard battery pack for Rocket's pistol. Comes in with 3 counters. We'll exhaust it to do 2 damage to the minion. And then we'll exhaust rocket launcher, remove 1 counter, deal 2 damage to the villain and each minion engaged with us. We don't do any excess damage, unfortunately, so we don't get to draw, but we get to heal 2. We're up to 11. And then we'll lose the main scheme if we don't. So unfortunately, we're going to thwart for 2 with Psylocke. She's defeated. And that's it. We'll pass. We're in an okay spot right now. Suppressor Fire doing a ton of healing. I know this was the original idea of this deck, but I think I just wasn't getting enough minions as I thought I was going to in Rise of Red Skull. So I should have had more minion summoning. But it's working out pretty well this time. And we got air cover so we can recur some more. Another coup de grace, salvage to probably get Groot into play, and Marvel Boy. Main scheme goes to 4. 1 test counter. Goes to 1. He's attacking for 2. We'll just take it. 1, 2. Boost after this activation. Place 1 pursuit counter on pursuit by the past. No problem. Where's our counter? Actually, we're gonna use the blue one. We take 2. 1 encounter card is deal 1 damage to each friendly character. That's kind of clutch. We're the only one here. That is not much of an encounter card. All right, back to us. So 2 plus team building plays Groot. And we could pay 2 for Marvel Boy, but I believe our other air cover is out, and I would like to have that. But Groot can defend for us, so I'm not too worried about it. But I think I'll throw out Coup de Grace. Or do I want him? I think I'll throw out Marvel Boy, actually. He's not that useful right now. We'll put down air cover. I like to have this because the ones that come in with tough, they're not that big of a deal. But instead of having to deal with the tough and the 4 damage, we can just like delete them for 2. Comes in with 2 counters. You know the drill. I love air cover. I think this is such a fun card. I'm not really an aggression guy, but it makes me want to play aggression way more. Yeah, we'll just salvage and team building exercise for Groot. So salvage, we can put a tech upgrade on top of our deck. I think we want to grab our battery pack so we can keep refilling our rocket launcher, because that is also the best way to do damage to the villain without taking the retaliate. Okay, we have coup de grace. We will thwart for 2. I think we're just gonna we'll thwart for 1 with Groot, and we'll go ahead and clear Hydra Prison. Just so the treachery that adds 4 threat to each side scheme. I don't want that to go off on this. When defeated, remove this scheme from the game and return each ally beneath it to its owner's hand. There's none. We just remove it from the game. We'll exhaust. Actually, we'll keep it. We'll do our pistols for 2 damage. And we'll take 1 retaliate. And I think we'll just pass. I don't want to do this yet because I think it's more useful when we have a minion. We'll hold on to this. We got battery pack. Reload. Angela. Oh, that's perfect. And particle cannon. All right, main scheme goes to 3. Test counter goes to 2. Zola's attacking for 2. Groot will jump in the way. So 1, 2. Boost is just shuffle Zola's mutate back into the encounter deck, so it doesn't actually do anything. So Groot will take 2 damage. He has a response. After Groot defends against an attack, heal 2 damage from Groot. So he'll go down to 3, but then he'll just heal back up to 2. Tanking the hit force. Funny because I know a lot of people get a dopamine hit for big attacks that come from aggression. And here I am getting that hit from thwarting a ton and defending. I'm with you so much. I like the idea of, I don't play a whole lot of multiplayer, but defending for the table sounds fun. I built a few decks recently for Justice for when I do play multiplayer. Well, I'm with you. Yeah, I think leadership is probably my least played. And then I think it's aggression and probably Justice. And then protection is probably my most played. I think they have some of the most fun cards in my opinion. I also I like readying personally. Any character that can ready a lot, like I'm immediately in on it. And protection has a lot of readies. You know, what's the one that heals 2 and you ready your character? I love that. I'm blanking on all the cards. The one that you remove 2 threat from the main scheme and you ready if you have aerial. I love that card. I think it's amazing. We took 2 damage. We shuffled back in. 1 encounter card. Oh, Zola's Mutate. Quick Strike. Hitting us for 2. So we'll just take 2. We're down to 5. We'll exhaust air cover. And we'll grab ourselves a Suppressing Fire. Okay, back to us. That wasn't too bad. We can rocket launcher this turn. We don't really need to coup de grace. We could reload. We also don't need to do that. It'd be nice to get particle cannon down. I think we can do some overkill damage here. So to start, we'll attach this. We will do rocket launcher. Do 2 damage to the villain and each minion engaged with us. So 2 damage to Zola. 2 to Berserk Mutate. He's down to 1. Then we'll exhaust Rocket's Pistol. Do 2 damage to the Berserk Mutate. Defeating him. Since we did excess damage, we get to draw 1 card due to our text, which is I've got a plan, and we get to heal 2. I've got a plan is cool because it's a ready. I don't know how much we need it. What does Zola 3 do? Because we could potentially flip him. We find a minion. Okay, so maybe we wait because we don't want to get another minion right now. We'll throw out. Honestly, we'll keep Coup de Grace for when we flip him. I don't think we need reload. We'll throw out reload for battery pack. And again, we'll immediately exhaust it to move 1 counter from it to our rocket launcher. Then we don't have enough to do everything here. We could play Angela. That'll just get us another minion, although I think we can defeat it. So we're going to play Angela for 0. When she comes into play, look at the top 10 cards of the encounter deck. And we'll grab a minion. We put it into play, so Quick Strike will still go off. We don't want to do that. Bioservant has tough. Quick Strike's kind of the best one because he has the least amount of health. We can't get an attachment. We can, I guess I can still knock out Zola's Mutate. We'll put him into play. We just won't get the overkill damage I was hoping for. All right. Comes in with 5 health. We'll attack for 3. Angela will attack for 2. We'll knock him out. Just like that. We'll hold these cards, I think. No, we'll get rid of I've Got a Plan. I think we need another double. We should have another one in our deck, I think. Ooh, unless we don't. So 1 salvage. Our physical's gone. The other salvage. And we use an energy. Okay, so we have a double mental left. I think that's the only double we have left. We'll hold these 2. Thruster Boots is nice. Drax. Full body charge. So mental should be in there. 3 cards left. In there somewhere. Main scheme goes to 4. Test counters go to 3. So we remove all 3. And we'll discard until we get a minion. And we'll put it into play. Ooh, we got rid of Under Fire. Okay. We got Zola's Mutate. We don't do the when revealed, but he has 5 health. I think we'll exhaust air cover. And we'll go grab our Suppressing Fire. Add it to our hand. Then Zola's going to attack for 2. Oh, I just threw my cards everywhere. This could be a full body charge turn, but probably not. We haven't gotten our resource generators, which is just awful. Zola's attacking for 2. Do we just take it? I think we're doing fine. We'll just take it. So 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. Down to 3. Zola's Mutate is going to attack for 2. We'll block with Groot. So he takes 2. He heals 2. He's back to where he is. 1 encounter card. Hero. Zola attacks you. You are stunned. Dang, being stunned is unfortunate. So we're getting attacked. This time we'll have Angela jump in the way. So 1, 2, 1 boost, 3 damage. She's defeated. I was hoping to keep her out so she could do some damage, but oh well. Okay, back to us. We'll attach suppressing fire. We would like to thwart this turn. So our pistol's empty. We could load it. I don't think that really helps us though. We will exhaust rocket launcher. We'll do 2 damage to the villain. And each minion engaged with us. Oh, actually, that will advance Zola, which just means we get another minion. Is it revealed or do we find a minion? Each player searches the encounter deck and discard for a minion, and we reveal it. We could probably reveal one with toughness and then just not care too much. So we'll go ahead and fire it. We need to advance. 2 damage. Zola 3. Retaliate 1. When revealed, each player searches the encounter card and discard pile for a minion and reveals it. We don't want quick strike. I don't like the tough ones, but we'll just grab them. They only do 1 attack, so he's not that big of a deal. We'll put him into play. Zola now has that 16 hit points. And we'll do 2 damage to him. He's down to 3. Back to us. He's scheming for 3 now. So if we flip down without a confuse, we probably lose it. But I think we do want to flip down here soon. I think we can flip down and let him scheme out and then flip back up, hold our full body charge and try and end the game next turn, or at least get really close to it. We've also seen, I think, both Dark Designs. So this is a scheme card, Mind Ray. Yeah, both Dark Designs and the other Mind Ray. I don't think he has any other ways to scheme, which is nice. We could also put Drax into play. Not really worried about it. We can tinker to get more cards down. So I think we will thwart here. He's down to 3. Yeah, we only did 2 damage. We'll exhaust battery pack. We'll move this counter over here. I think we'll just do Drax and Thruster Boots. Recoup de Gras. We'll just defeat him. He's defeated. We will do Suppressing Fire, which heals 2. We're up to 5. Oh, that's an attack. That won't work. So we'll just say we attack first, and we'll do that. Then we can't thwart. That's fine. We're going to let him scheme out, I think. We're going to flip down. So we got rid of our stun. We have a couple things to tinker, I think. So we're going to tinker battery pack first. Actually, how many cards are left? Yeah, we're going to deck out. So we'll tinker battery pack. We get to draw 2. Ooh, Shang-Chi can stun. We don't have an energy, so we want to hang on to him. I think since we're going to deck out, we're just going to discard 2 for Ingenuity. This is really the only time, the best time to play it. Which means we may not be able to win next turn, but I think we need to do that. And we'll just pass. We'll tinker this one next turn. He's free. We'll play him next time. Hopefully get a stun. Okay, there's our last double. We will shuffle our deck. We get dealt an encounter card. The main scheme will go to 5. He'll scheme for 3 plus a boost and clear the main scheme. I don't think there's any more scheme cards for him to scheme. But even if he does get one somehow, I think we should be fine. So give our deck a good shuffle. See, I feel like we should be having a much harder time on Zola than we did Taskmaster. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because Zola doesn't attack as hard. Maybe it's because we did take out all those full body charges. I don't know, man. Tough out here. All right. We'll draw up to 6. Bring it. I love it. Trident Forta. I don't know how to say that. It's our healing card. Cybernetic Skeleton. and coup de grace. All right. Main scheme goes to 5. 1 test counter. Zola's going to scheme for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Big scheme. So both of these are removed. When revealed, each player searches the encounter deck and discard pile for a minion and reveals it. This is perfect. We're going to search the discard pile for the one with Quick Strike and reveal it. So he Quick Strikes, but we're an alter ego, so he won't do anything. And then he schemes for 0. This comes in at 1. The text is the exact same, but we remove all the test counters because it is a new scheme. Ultimate Bioservant will scheme for 1, so it goes to 2. 1 encounter card, or sorry, we have 2. First one is attached to the villain. After the villain takes damage, give it a tough status card. So we need to exhaust our hero and spend 2 physical. That's definitely a must to get rid of. And then Treachery, Insight 1, so we place 1 threat, place 1 test counter on the main scheme. That's not bad at all. Okay, back to us. Yeah, Taskmaster and Zola, I didn't have too many issues with, but Red Skull was a whole other level for me. Yeah, we'll see how this deck does. In theory, with Rocket, I'm hoping when we play Red Skull, he has an upgrade that gives him +1 thwart. If I can get that, then every side scheme that comes out, I believe they all come out with 3 threat per single player. I could be wrong. I could just instantly burst those down. But easier said than done. We'll see how that goes. Okay. So we're at 5 health. I don't think we can recover here. We will tinker Rocket's pistol. Draw 2. That should be ready. We got Suppressing Fire and Salvage. That's perfect. We can put our pistol back on top. I don't think we need our Cybernetic Skeleton because we'll just heal ourselves with that. So we're just going to flip up. We're not going to recover. We need to exhaust and spend 2 physicals. Wow, we don't have a good way to do that. That's awful. Salvage is a wild and a mental, and our only other physical, well, is our damage. So we can in theory spend these 2, but then we don't get a stun and we don't get healing, which is kind of what we're relying on. But we do have Bring It. So first we'll play Bring It. We'll draw 1 card for each minion engaged with us. We don't have any more minions summoning, right? We don't. So we'll draw 2. Rocket's Pistol, Helicarrier. Okay, we got 1 more physical we could use. In theory, we could throw out Shang-Chi. Oh, I hate throwing out one of these wilds. It's just a terrible use for it. Like, we could use Salvage, but then we're wasting a resource. I think we kind of have to, though. So we'll do Salvage a wild as a physical and Helicarrier as a physical. Hero action, exhaust your hero. Discard this card. Yeah, we have to do that. That's brutal, though. We'll attach Suppressing Fire to Ultimate Bioservant. We can get that sweet, sweet healing. We'll spend a double on our healing card. So every time we do damage, we'll heal 2. We will play Shang-Chi. After you play Shang-Chi from your hand, spend 8 energy and stun an enemy. We'll spend an energy with Cybernetic Skeleton, and we will stun Zola. Then we can either play our pistol, or we can do coup de grace to instantly delete him. What does our healing card say? Anytime we do damage? Every time you deal any amount of damage to an enemy. I think our pistol might be better here. We're going to do it. We'll exhaust Ingenuity. We'll put down Rocket's pistol. Comes in with 3 counters. We can actually draw here. So we'll attack for 2. No, we won't. We will exhaust Rocket Launcher, deal 2 damage to the villain and each minion engaged with us. So 2 damage, that'll heal us. 2 damage onto him, which will heal us again. We're up to 9. And then 2 damage will just knock off the tough. Then we will exhaust Rocket's pistol, remove a counter, deal 2 damage to Berserk Mutate. We did excess damage, so we get to draw a card. Ooh. Every time we attack, he would take a damage. So we could attach this. When a friendly character attacks, deal 1 damage to attacked character. Yeah, I don't mind that. We can attack for 2. He takes 2, and then interrupt when a friendly character attacks, deal 1 damage. So he takes another damage. Groot will attack for 2. He goes down to 3. We'll attack the villain. He does take a retaliate, so he goes down to 2. And then interrupt when a friendly character attacks, deal 1 damage. He's defeated. Pretty cool. Suppressing fire goes off. We'll heal 2 more. We're up to 11. We don't need coup de grace after all. We'll just discard it and we'll ready up. That should be it 2. We'll draw up to 5. Suppressing fire, air cover, another suppressing fire, battery pack, and salvage. Okay. Main scheme goes to 4. We didn't thwart at all, which is a little scary. Test counter goes to 2. Zola is stunned. 1 encounter card. Attach the minion with the highest remaining hit points. If not, this card gains surge. So it's going to surge in 2. Hero Zola attacks you. You are stunned. Ooh. So we're stunned. He's attacking for 2. We just want to let Groot take this. We're at like full health. We'll take it. 1, 2. 1 boost, 3. So we'll go down. 1, 2, 3. We're down to 8. That wasn't too bad. We'll discard Suppressing Fire for Battery Pack. So we will exhaust it, remove 1 counter, and add it onto our rocket launcher. We need to do some thwarting here, probably. We'll just discard Suppressing Fire for air cover. Two counters. We will get a minion this next turn. We'll attack just to get rid of the stun. And I think we'll thwart for 1 with Groot. And then we'll thwart for 2 with Shang-Chi. To make sure we're safe there. Then we'll just rocket launcher and we'll do, well, we'll wait because we want to do it next turn. Actually, we can do it again next turn. So we'll just fire it. We'll do 2 more damage. And that's it. We'll pass. Oh, this has a counter. So we'll fire it. All right, I'm not seeing it. We'll do 2 more damage. That does mean we'll take 1 retaliate. We go down to 7. We'll ready up. We have our salvage. I think we'll hold on to. Rax, full body charge, bug, and battery pack. Main scheme goes to 2. Test counter goes to 3. So we'll discard until we get a minion. Ooh, quick strike minion. He's going to attack for 2. We'll just take it. Then Zola's going to attack for 2. Root will block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, and we meant to, sorry, we're going to exhaust air cover. We're going to add suppressing fire to our hand. So Groot is defeated. Taking a big hit for us. Zola's Mutate's going to attack for 2 again. I think we'll just take it. 1 encounter card. Force response. After a minion enters play, attach the topmost tech attachment in the encounter discard pile to that minion. We could probably just ignore that. Because I think we have game pretty easily here. We'll exhaust our battery pack. Hit there. Attach suppressing fire. Then we can exhaust rocket launcher, deal 2 damage to the minion and the villain. Then we'll do our favorite card in the game. 1, 2, 3, 4 for full body charge. So we'll do 8 damage. It does overkill because we have less than our half of our starting hit points, which would be 9. So we'll do 8 damage. 7 damage of overkill, which will defeat him. This goes off, so we'll heal 2. Back up to 5. Actually, we don't want to do that. Sorry. Again, we're getting too excited. I keep forgetting we're in a campaign, so we want to do this smart. So we're at 3. We're not going to play full body charge. What we want to do is... So he's at 6 hit points. We want to flip down and recover if possible. we'll do our Rocket's Pistol. He's at 1. We'll defeat him. We did 1 excess damage. We'll heal 2. Excess damage draws us a card. Thruster Boots don't really help us. Salvage. Plus Team Building will pay for Drax. We can add a tech upgrade from our discard pile on top of our deck. I guess it doesn't matter. We won't grab anything. He comes in with 4 hit points. Attack for 3, attack for 2, so we don't have enough. Perfect. We'll drop 2 for Bug. Bug's immediately going to attack for 1. He takes Retaliate and Consequential. He's defeated. Shang-Chi will attack for 2. Zola's down to 3. We will flip down, recover for 3. We're up to 8 health. Drax will attack for 3. Perfectly knocking out Zola. No minions in front of us. We got back up to 8 health. So 3 more than we did before. Pretty good way to end. Oh, I understand the full body charge after the constant recurring of suppressing fire. If in case you draw a really tanky minion. Yeah. Especially there are some elites, I think, in Red Skull box that we'll come across. I'm surprised there's no elite minions in here that Coup de Grace can't deal with. But otherwise, I think Coup de Grace is just better. Unless you get the overkill on full body charge, that is pretty nice. But yeah, wow, that game actually went way better than Taskmaster. Finished pretty easily. I think we do get our reward. So let's take a look. Taskmaster. Victory. Each player engaged with an enemy records they are engaged with an enemy in the campaign log. If the Hydra Prison side scheme is still in play, record the name of each ally underneath it. Those allies cannot be included in any deck. Doesn't really matter. If the Hydra Prison side scheme is not in play, each player in hero form may replace their basic condition upgrade with its improved side. What does it mean in hero form? Do we have to be in hero form for that? Or do we just... I don't really know what that means. I mean, we had to stay down, because we definitely would have if that was the case. This means after you defeat a minion, exhaust this, draw 1 card. So hopefully we'll get even more card draw. Yeah, that was a great smooth game. Much more smooth for some reason. Record your remaining hit points. Yeah, so we had 8. The last scenario, I think the only difference is so it plays X threat on the main scheme where X is the number of delay counters. It was 6. So expert campaign will set our hit points to 8. We can add an obligation to heal. We don't want to do that. Each player who was recorded as being engaged with an enemy deals themselves an encounter card. We were not engaged with an enemy. If the players lose this game, Red Skull conquers the world and players lose the campaign. Oh, we can't lose against Red Skull. Okay. We've been streaming for like 2.5 hours. Sorry, the first like 2 games weren't very good. And even the last game wasn't great. Not the last game. The last game was great. The last game of Taskmaster wasn't amazing. We will probably call it here. It's been 2.5 hours. I am going to finish the campaign. I'll probably record it and upload it during the week. I don't know when I'll stream again, but I'll do it at some point. Just so if anyone cares, they can see the conclusion of it. But I'm really tired and I need to get some food. So I'm going to call it there. Everyone that hung out, thank you for watching. It's been a blast. Art, thanks for chatting with me. And yeah, if you have any suggestions for the deck, let me know. Otherwise, we'll catch y'all next time. I'll give it just a second here while I put these away. We'll look forward to it. Sweet. Then I'll make sure to upload it. Otherwise, I'm off to try a new Psylocke deck because I played her the other day and she was way more fun than I remembered. So I have an aggression Psylocke deck I'm trying to cook up. We'll see. And anyone that watches this, that feel free to comment or drop a like. It really does help. And let me know if you want to see more campaigns. I probably will try that more. Great stream. Love the overall presentation and the camera quality, which makes it really easy to see everything. That's awesome. I'm super glad to hear that. I have, it's literally just a I can't think a webcam. It's not even like a super nice one. So I'm glad it's clear enough that you can see everything. If anything ever looks or sounds weird, feel free to let me know. I'd love feedback. I want to keep improving it. Hopefully everything else is clear and you can understand what's going on. That's my main goal. But I really appreciate it. It means a lot. And thanks for hanging out. I'll catch y'all next time. Let me keep these together.